680's Richard Southern joins us on this Monday. Richard, how you doing?
Very well. Here we are back again. You're back outside, which is nice to see.
And it's sunny. And, you know, despite Natasha saying that I was a little wimpy, it's not bad out here.
I still got my winter jacket on, too. I think it's too early to ditch that just yet.
It is. And, you know, there are wind gusts up here and downstairs today. Even walking just in the square, it was pretty windy. So I'm keeping it on.
I'm with you.
Yes. Yeah. And there she is. What? What do you want?
He's
Why?
wimpy.
Why?
Come on.
She's got a big jacket on, too, Mal.
You know, some of us like the sunshine, like the heat. I'm like a 3-season person, maybe not a 4, completely 4. But let's talk about Facebook. You know, stocks today.
They heated up.
Yeah, they heated up, but Facebook was top of mind for people.
It sure was. Of course, the social network under all sorts of pressure now regarding privacy concerns, how it uses people's data. And we found out today that the Federal Trade Commission in the U.S. will be investigating Facebook, and that initially slammed the stock, but Facebook shares ended higher, up 67 cents. Part of a big overall rally for the markets. The Dow up 669 points today. Third best one-day point gain in history. It came on news that the U.S. and China will begin trade negotiations. The TSX picking up 0.5% today. So Facebook managing a small gain, Francis, and the markets with a very big advance in the Monday trade.
You know, there may be some in the U.S. calling this a victory. So there's a major development in the U.S. gun business. One of the largest firearms maker has filed for bankruptcy.
And it is the oldest. Remington has been making guns in the U.S. since 1816. Started with flint rifles back then. They filed for bankruptcy protection today. Now, Remington, Francis, makes the AR-15 assault rifle, which has been used in a number of the mass shootings in the U.S., including the Sandy Hook massacre. And Remington was the subject of many lawsuits as regards Sandy Hook. Ended up being cleared of any wrongdoing, but companies really wanted nothing to do with that. Investors wanted nothing to do with the company after that. Seabras Capital that owned Remington tried to sell it after Sandy Hook. There were no buyers. And we've also seen gun sales really trail off in the U.S. under President Trump. So all this leading to bankruptcy for Remington. It's going to continue operating while it moves to restructure. But, you know, Francis, this news coming just a couple of days after that big rally on Saturday, the March for Our Lives that we saw in Washington and its cities around North America.
You and I, are both major aviation geeks, av geeks as they call us on Twitter, and I'm sure you were glued to Twitter over the weekend, maybe your flight tracker program, because there was one ultra nonstop flight to tell you about.
And this is actual video of it taking off again. We're talking here about Qantas, Francis. It has launched now the first nonstop flight between Australia and London, England. Now,
17 hours?
17 hours, 9,000 miles. So it's a long haul, all right. But up until now, they really couldn't make it work financially. The plane had to stop for a refueling. But they're using this, the 787, much more fuel efficient. They've taken seats out. There's just 200 passengers. And so there will be this daily trip between Perth and London, as we say, 17 hours. Not quite the longest flight in the world. That still is Qatar. Its Doha-Auckland route is a couple of minutes longer. But quite the milestone. That trip, when they started it, by the way, Qantas back in the 40s, it took 4 days and they had to make 7 stops. Wow. So it shows you how technology has really evolved.
My longest flight was Atlanta to Bombay, was 16 hours, 45 minutes.
You were pretty close to that. Were your knees hurting after that one, Francis?
I was okay. I was okay. We watched a lot of movies, but no, I was okay.
And with you, I like give me the long haul. That's fine with me.
Exactly. Okay, so, you know, vacationing, you go to a hotel. Do you want to leave your phone behind? Because a lot of tour companies and hotels are allowing people who want to get off the grid to get off the grid.
This is the new hot thing in the travel business, phoneless vacations. There's a new company called Off the Grid, and they are sold out of their packages. They offer these tours to European cities, Francis. It includes airfare and hotel and breakfast, but no smartphones. They give you a travel package, which includes an old-school notebook and a disposable camera. And hotels are jumping on this bandwagon, too. Mandarin Oriental in New York has this program where you turn in your phone at the front desk, you go through this sort of detox, this mindfulness meditation, and then at the end of the stay you get your phone back and they clean it and polish it for you. Four Seasons in Costa Rica lets you leave your phone at the front desk as well. If you don't ask for it for 24 hours, they give you a free phone case. Just 37% of travelers say they fully unplug when they go on vacation. It's nice to leave the phone in the hotel. I've been doing this now recently when traveling.
Yeah.
It's tough for the first day. Afterwards, though, you feel kind of relaxed. It's something to try when you go on vacation.
You know, it's true. I didn't look at work email at all when I was away last. So
that's why you weren't getting back to me. Okay.
That's why.
I thought you just didn't like me.
There might have been another reason, but we'll talk about that in private. Okay, I love ketchup. And, you know, if you do too, there's a 21st century revamp of the red sauce. Slices of the condiment? I don't know about this.
I don't know. We got some pictures of it here. This is a new company offering ketchup slices, a solid version of the condiment. They look a little odd, but the company says they're all natural and preservative-free. The big advantage, it says, is your sandwich or your burger doesn't go soggy. So you just put the slice on, 8 slices to a packet. They're coming out with a Kickstarter to raise money. Not sure if that will take off or not, Francis.
Some things don't need to be that convenient. You know?
I don't think we have an issue with ketchup, right? It's a problem we don't need fixing.
That's right. Ketchup is just good how it is. Yes. Thank you, Richard.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, here's Brandon Rowe.